Hi everyone, I'm Chris, the Aquarius Traveller. Make sure you subscribe for your worldwide travel content and inspiration. Oh hi and welcome to today's video on our Queensland road trip. We are currently driving into Winton where we'll stay for the next couple of nights. We've got a few things planned. Oh, there's an emu just coming by. We have a few things planned today. We're going to the Waltzing Matilda Museum and we're seeing a dinosaur exhibit and learn all about how the dinosaurs used to be in this area back in the day, millions and millions and millions of years ago. So we'll learn all about that and it should be a fun day. And I might be a good chance for me to get some astro photography tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified of my weekly videos. And if you like today's video, please give us a thumbs up, and any questions, put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer. I have been doing a whole series on this Queensland road trip, so take a look at the playlist and you'll be able to see all the prior videos as well. So we still have another week to go on our road trip, so there'll be plenty more videos to come as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks. It was only a 2.5 hour drive from Winton to Winton, but leaving early meant that we were able to run into a couple of different animals along the way. Not the emu we saw before, but the closest one we saw near the road before running away. Even managed to see some peacocks, just a shame we couldn't get any shots of their tail showing. Peacocks were not something that I thought I would see here in the Outback. Well, here we are, welcomed into Winton and looking forward to visiting the Waltzing Matilda Centre, the Truck Museum and Age of Dinosaurs exhibit. This was our first stop, was the Waltzing Matilda Centre, which is also the tourist information centre for the Winton area. This holds a lot of history of the area and displayed as a museum, an art gallery and a number of different exhibits to learn about the outback lifestyle in the Winton area. A normal adult entry ticket for us cost $32, but there are concessions and group discounts. There is no need for a booking, however there were limits on the amount of people at the moment with COVID. During the winter season, April to September, they are open 7 days a week, but only weekdays for the other months. You gain entry and have to go through a number of different rooms while looking at the art and the exhibits. This section even had a cool electronic player to hear the Waltzing Matilda song in a number of different ways. Check this out. Winton's Waltzing Matilda Centre tells the story of Waltzing Matilda, a song that lives in the hearts of all Australians, and the museum is dedicated to it. It was written by Banjo Patterson while holidaying on his Dagworth station, and the legend has it that this song was first performed in public at the North Gregory Hotel. This is a new centre though, reborn in 2018, as unfortunately the original one was destroyed by fire in 2015. The building incorporates the Waltzing Matilda legend, Aboriginal history and culture, opal mining in the area, Qantas, which we will learn more about in Longreach, and even showing you about the shearers' strike and the dinosaur trail, which is where we'll be visiting this afternoon. The museum tells the story of Waltzing Matilda. The exhibition tells about World War I, and the art gallery displays travelling exhibitions. And lastly, the Quintilda Museum tells the story and the history of the Winton Shire and the birth of Qantas. You will move around the different rooms and also outside, even through an old train. the Waltzing Matilda Museum. The wind's picking up here, so. But anyway, it's also the information centre, so if you come to Winton, and all the information and all your souvenirs and stuff like that is in there as well. Next, we were off to Winton's Truck Museum, officially called the Winton's Diamantina Heritage Truck and Machinery Museum. For every visitor, there is a history lesson on how Australia's transport pioneers carved the road transport network. They recognise the men and women who contributed and drove all these great machines of the past. Once again, you have some of the trucks displayed inside the shed, along with a huge amount and all the rough diamonds out the back in the open air. It first opened in 2007 and established by a group of community mined truck enthusiasts who use the local area and surrounds to collect a number of different additions to this awesome collection. Highlights of the collection are the legendary Lady Truckie Toots Holzheimer, who pioneered the truck route from Cairns to Weipa. This is Toots's truck called Toots's Old Girl. Other additions you could see are an 1890 Ruskin stationary steam engine, a 1910 Talbot, a 1934 Dodge Fargo, and several Leyland trucks, as well as an international Atkinson, which is a local edition called the Diamantina King, and a collection of small stationary engines dating back to the 1930s. You make sure you check it out on your visit. While you're at the Truck Museum, don't forget to go out the back and see the free musical fence. This is right behind. Not sure the actual fence was working, but plenty of other old stuff around to make some noise. One of the biggest highlights of visiting Winton is learning about the dinosaurs that roamed the area millions of years ago. This is why the Age of Dinosaurs Museum is the place to go. So we have just rocked up to the Age of Dinosaurs, and we've got 3 kinds of tours here that we're doing, learning about the fossils that were found in the area and stuff like that, and then we see a dinosaur exhibit or something. But anyway, I was certainly going to find out, but yeah, we're going to cruise in and check this all out, so enjoy the tour. Make sure you check out the fly meter on your way in. Looks good for us today. We ended up purchasing the Ultimate Dinosaur Pass, which takes about 3 hours and has 3 different sections to see. This costs $55 for each adult and have a number of different tour times that you can choose from. The centre has a small cafe and store where you can buy lots of toys and cool stuff for kids, very much dinosaur themed. But it's also where you buy your souvenirs, so I picked up a magnet. So we've got a 500 metre walk to apparently the laboratory, which is our first point of call for today. We've got a nice little walk here, beautiful view over the valley wall. A bit windy though, so I hope you can hear me. As I said before, it's only a 500 metre walk, but it can be harsh in the sun. There is an option to drive your own vehicle if necessary. If you do walk, there is another lookout point of the surrounding area. First stop is the Fossil Preparation Laboratory, which goes for about 30 minutes. This is where you are guided behind the scenes through the most productive fossil preparation laboratory in the Southern Hemisphere. Discover how the dinosaurs are found and move to this department to eventually be on display. You can see some old remnants here like seashells and plant fossils in the display, as well as the rather large dinosaur bones. Lastly, you'll be watching the fossil technicians prepare dinosaur bones for research and display. I don't know what this fly level at low is, but it's certainly not feeling low for me. But anyway, that was the fossil digs that we just went to, and now we're going back to the other museum to see a collection or something, and then we're going out to the canyon. But yeah, so I'm not quite sure what the collection is, but I guess we'll soon find out. That's opening the door here. So I guess we'll check that out now. This is the collection room, which will take about another 30 minutes in a dark movie theatre. It holds the only known specimens of Australia's largest and most complete carnivorous dinosaur, nicknamed Banjo, as well as others like Matilda and Wade. The guide and the documentary film in this section tells about the story of Banjo and Matilda. You watch as the fossils are put together and the dinosaurs are brought back to life. So this dinosaur right behind me is a life-size replica of Banjo, which is one of the dinosaurs that they actually found here around this side. Because of where the light is, it's kind of hard to see him from his front view, but he was one of the smaller ones that they actually found, and then there was a larger one called Matilda that was beside him. So, or him or a her, they don't actually know yet. But anyway, this was the highlighted part of my visit. We are off to visit Dinosaur Canyon, about 2 kilometres away, which takes about 1.5 hours, including the 10-minute drive in this cart. You get to the outpost and the guide will lead you along the way with commentary of all the different sections. This includes Death in the Billabong exhibit, a Cretaceous garden and the Valley of the Cycads, Pterodactylus family exhibit, the Dinosaur Stampede exhibit, which is representing the Lark Quarry Stampede just outside of Winton, and lastly, the Canberrasaurus exhibit. Hopefully I've actually said them right. These are all life-size dinosaur exhibits being displayed around easy-to-walk-on pathways and lookout points, which are all wheelchair accessible. Completes our tour today. The whole lot cost about $55 Australian to complete. It took about 3.5 hours to actually do the whole lot. You can book them separately, but we booked an ultimate tour, which obviously got you the laboratory, the collections room, and to come to the Dinosaur Canyon here. So all day it's actually been quite nice. I'm glad it was later in the afternoon that we did it, because the sun's not as harsh as what I thought it was going to be. But I hope you have enjoyed today's tour. Day 1 of Winton. Tomorrow I'll be out at some national parks and stuff, so that'll be exciting too. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today. Please give us a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.